Casa, and I'm a student of the University of Guayaquil. I'm studying English linguistics, and here's the video about the different types of intonation. First of all, what is intonation? Intonation is the way in which the voice rises and falls in pitch to convey meaning. Levels of pitch. Here we have the level of voice. The first is the low intonation. It is found in final position. The second is the standard intonation, found in initial position. And the third is high intonation. It could be a noun, a verb, adjective, demonstrative, or interrogative form. Rising intonation. It is usually found in yes/no questions. Here we have the examples. Do you like English? Does he work hard? Are you a student? So we have to mark the intonation. Do you like English? This is the standard and the high intonation. Does he work hard? The standard and the rising intonation. Are you a student? A standard and rising intonation. Because like is a verb, work a verb, and a student is a noun. Here we have more examples of rising intonation that is found in yes/no questions. So we use the combination of the patterns 2 and 3 that are the standard and high intonation. Is he a salesman? Can you speak Chinese? Could you show me that? Will I go to Quito tomorrow? We put the intonation, the standard and the high intonation. Can you speak Chinese? Could you show me that? Will I go to Quito tomorrow? Shall we stay in your house? Have you had a dog? Have you ever gone to Quito? Would you like to come with me? Did you stay at home? Remember, we are using the rising intonation in yes/no question. Standard and high. High, it could be a noun, a verb, demonstrative. And don't forget to put the number. Yes/no questions without auxiliaries or modals. For example, really is a high level of pitch. Is a high. The sound rises. Another example. Excuse me. Excuse me is a high intonation. Now This is the falling intonation. That is a combination of levels. Level 2, a standard level, then the high level, that is the number 3, and the last, the level 1, a slow, a standard, high, and a slow, as the drop. Usually found in short WH questions. It has 4 elements, and the final word receives the stress. Here we have some examples of falling intonation that, as I said, is found in WH questions but with 4 elements: 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the intonation is: what is your name? The stress falls in the last word. The standard, the high intonation, and the slow sound. What are you doing? 2, 3, and 1. The last word receives the stress. When is your birthday? 2, 1. Why are you here? 2, 3, 1. Where do you live? 2, 3, 1. Who is she? 2, 3, 1. Which is your bag? 2, 3, and 1. Remember, is used in WH questions with 4 elements, and the stress falls in the last word. And the rising and falling intonation is a combination of rising and falling. It is used for long WH questions. Long. Here we have 3 types of rising and falling intonation. We have to remember that the high level of pitch, it could be a noun, verb, adjective, adverbs, and demonstrative. Here we have content word, content word, content word, and content word. Rising and falling intonation. The examples. It is used in the long WH questions. What time is the movie? What time is the movie? Here we have the content word. Another content word, and at the end it falls to a low intonation. How often do you run? The stress in often is just in the first syllable. The standard, high, high, and low intonation. How much is the book? Standard, the content word, another content word, and the low intonation. How far is the town? The standard, high, high, and low. Sentences of choice. Rising intonation is a combination of level 2 and level 3, standard and high. You will have the example 2 and 3, standard and high. Sentences of choice. Rising intonation is a combination of level 2 and the level 3. You will have the example. Do you prefer bananas or apples? Standard, high, standard and high intonation. Are you happy or sad? Level 2, level 3, level 2, or 3. Is the cat black or white? Is your name Fatima or Aurora? Intonation for affirmative sentences and for negative sentences. Here we have the example for affirmative, and the high intonation falls in that way, and in the negative sentences is another example. We use that kind of intonation in short sentences, one word stress. Some examples of the intonation in affirmative and negative sentences. In affirmative, we put the standard intonation, the high intonation, and it falls in that way. And finally, the slow intonation. Number 2, 3, and 1. But in negative sentences, we have to, the content word is the negative word, don't or didn't in that example, those examples. The standard, the high intonation, and finally the slow intonation. And some examples of long sentences, 2 or more words. Here we have the affirmative sentences. She works and studies. The standard, high, is a content word, high, and falls at the end. She doesn't work hard. A negative sentence, standard, high, high, and ends at the end. I am tall and thin. Affirmative sentence, standard, high, high, and false. I'm not talking to you. Not is a negative sentence. Standard, high, high, and it falls.